Hey everybody, this is Ardoom, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon Crimson Court, where today we'll be entering the Coves with a cast-out party, but with one small difference. It's the first time we're going to be rocking a Grave Robber, and we're taking a bit of a risk. This is a veteran-based map. We have a level 2. We're hoping to get her pop to level 3 quite quickly, but as you can see, to make sure that she stays defended, we've upped her dodge by 15, and then by 15 again. So she should have a dodge of 50. With dodge of 50, she should be hittable but hard to hit. In the meantime, we also have a leper, a jester, and an occultist. The occultist sadly will be popping to 5 quite quickly. We want to find a replacement source of healing for these lobies as we level them through. Again, it is going to be in 90% of rooms, medium map, and Heaven's Hairpin for the Hellion to go as a reward. Still suffering emotionally somewhat in the wake of the tragic loss of Sarah in our last attempt at taking down the Viscount. We have found him now. I think we have a strategy in mind for how to take him down, but in the meantime, we have revived Sarah one way or the other. We have Sarah 2, and if Sarah 1 comes back, then Sarah will be a set of freaky deaky clone twins, and that's just going to have to do. In the meantime, let's provision up and get into the Coves to see what we have to see. Given that it's Coves, we will bring along more than the usual amount of medicinal herbs, definitely 3 shovels, 2 keys, and that's really all. No one's currently rocking the curse, even though I'm expecting to get encounters with bloodsuckers. I'm not going to be that preemptive and preparatory, because again, our blood count has floated around the 110 to 120 mark for far too long, and I would like to build up a better bank of the stuff. It's a medium, so we will bring along just a bit of extra torch, and again, just a bit of extra food, and that should do us proper. Do a quick double check. Medicinal herbs, shovels, keys, torch, and food. Don't need to worry about holy water because we're in the Coves, and bandages. Look, we can take a few just in case we need them to keep poor little DH Dragon alive as a level 2 lobby, and let's embark. So just while we're waiting things to load, as always, I'll thank you guys for tuning in. I love playing this game. It's great having an audience for it, so thanks for stopping by. If you're a subscriber particularly, there are still some slots left. Feel free to name your character. Feel free to claim your character class. Just let me know how you want to be named and who you want to be, and I'll do my best to fit you into the roster and keep you alive. Recent evidence notwithstanding, and once again, Sarah, I'm sorry, I tried to keep you alive. Things just got a bit too real, a bit too fast, and let's see what we have in terms of map.
Fish is almost unbearable.
Okay, not a bad early scout as we go through things. Again, we can probably make it to about there, and the dungeon will be done. But we have some corridor battles up ahead to fight. We have... Actually, that's great. You're a Curve Explorer, which is really, really handy. Let's press on regardless and to see what we have in this corridor battle. And what do we got? Okay, we're in Radiant Light. We have 2 Stingers and an Oracle. They are surprised, which is very, very handy. Let's get things opening up with a... what do we want? Do you have any abilities that are mark dependent? Yes, you do. Okay, that's fine by me. Let's drop a mark down onto this Oracle. Done. And we'll start a chain bleed if we can. Nice, 4 and 3, and bleeds drop on the only guy that counts. Thrown dagger plus 25 damage against Mark. Don't mind if I do. And that's a kill for you. Lovely, lovely Grave Robber. Do an early chop to take down one more chappy. Critical 40, which is just fine, and we'll have 1 action to suffer next turn. Let's see if they focus down. Yes, they do. Shocker goes down. It's 1 damage and a stun, and that's okay. We can endure those kinds of attacks. Regretting that the dodge didn't kick in as I was hoping it might. That said, let's have a look at our relative stress levels and take care of stress on the occultist. Nicely done.
Inspiration.
Shock on the leper this time around. 1 damage taken and no ill effects, which is just fantastic in my books. Drop a mark on that energized Stinger and hope we can use that at some stage. And then it's going to be hopefully a kill with the leper. Yes, it is. Nice, nice, nicely nice. And pretty awesome treasure haul. Yeah, no complaints there at all. Torch up, let's get behind in this door. So we have to see, we already know it's an empty and no scouting to present itself. What do we have here? Just an empty sack. Grave Robber, do your best. It's already been looted and that's just fine. Carrying on, we'll make sure that we torch up before we enter this room. Even though it is empty, it's just a good habit to be in. And scouting comes through, fortunately. Curio and another empty room, and that's as far as it goes, which is fine by me. Go back to inventory in case we have to interrupt something nasty from happening. Oh, we have some coral. Eerie coral is the best, and yes, we will be using it on Min, who is overdue a bit of dequirking. Tuckered out, that's fine by me. I'm thrilled to be losing that quirk. Absolutely thrilled to be losing that quirk. Right, let's press on. Nothing else is expected here. We'll just have to get to the end of the corridor. No stress really to worry about at this stage either. No scout unfortunately presents itself. But that's completely fine. We can make do. Let's just keep our inventory open so we can act and react as is necessary. That's an unseen trap, but we dodge it, and there are no consequences there, which is fine by me. Let's clean that fish carcass with some medicinal herbs, and oh, look at that loot. That's a nice pile of loot right there. Not that money is really an object for us anymore. It's more about the XP and completing parts of the game with as little in the way of casualties as possible. And so we do have a Curio battle coming up, which is just fine. Again, another chance to purify some fish carcass. Let's see what we get. Oh my goodness.
Gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
90% chance to disarm on the grave robber, and I don't mind if I do. Nicely done. DH Dragon. Torch up once again and press on through.
Spirits are lifted.
We have a battle to
Purpose is made clear.
we have a battle to face, and it's a giant crab. Well, that's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. Alright, let's drop Flashing Daggers, just because 3 and 8 they'll have to do. Debuff does not take on the Uka Crusher, but that is really as expected. Try and get an early kill if we can on the Wide Mouth though. 8 damage and 4 HP left, and 4 bleed. He's a goner already. That's just fine. Gonna try and... I have to consider my options really carefully, to be honest. A mark on this Crusher might be a good call. If it takes, it does, and his dodge is debuffed. 1 Wide Mouth is dead, only one more left to go. Spearfish goes down the Occultist. Great dodge. I'm worried about such a Lobby. Great dodge. Thank you for missing. So I was saying I was worried about such a Lobby in a fight against a Crusher. Only 7 damage there, but that's going to have to do. Okay, let's try a Chain Bleed, I guess. 4 and 6, not a bad damage spread, and bleeds all around, which is fine by me. Flashing Daggers, well, you are now marked. Let's buff your accuracy and try and get a kill. Yeah, well, that was the wrong call, because again, we weren't attacking the marked chappie, but that's, again, fine. We can make do with that. Chance to do 1 to 2 damage there. It's not quite enough. Demon's Pull, that's a better shot, and that might throw some things out of kilter as well, which is fine by me. Yep, that guy is dead, and we have only 1 enemy to worry about every turn. Unfortunately, he's... Oh! Look at that crit! That was a sweet crit. I'm trying to yell because my wife is asleep, but oh my god, that was a sweet crit. Okay, Arterial Pinch goes down, 1 damage, and no bleed. Oh, RNG's being so kind to me. Alright, let's slice off to see if we can get another bleed going. And we do at 7 damage per turn. It's so sweet. Right, his mark is still in effect, so we may as well use that. So it's going to be 3 to 6, pick in the face. Thrown Dagger is 4 to 8. Let's take it. 6 damage, not too shabby. 14 HP left to go. Let's just re-up his mark.
Singular strike.
Keep reducing his dodge, not that it's going to help me massively at this stage. He's already dead the next turn. Oh, we've been so lucky. We have been so lucky with this. Wow. We have been so lucky with this. That was an insane combat. We shouldn't have done that well at all. Like, at all. Okay, let's pick up the deeds in place of the anti-venom. Don't need to really worry about anything else. I want to keep another medicinal herb if I can, and we'll take the extra damage, I think, on the grave robber just to keep her... Well, it's more accuracy, that's fine. That's fine. Scouting comes through, though, and we have a secret room. Oh, so sweet. I'm getting so lucky with treasure. Again, we get to a certain stage of the game, and gold ceases to be a problem. Let's replace a key. Let's replace a... Yep, citrine, and let's ditch the onyx. Alright, done. Not too shabby at all there. At all. Wowzers. Alrighty, well, let's double back and keep on keeping on. We're fine for torch. We might want to pick a time to camp, but we don't really need to at this stage, which is fine. It's just a question of emptying out our inventory, and I'm not sure that I need the money. So the question is, should I be bothering with all the effort? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Heirlooms are fine.
Fortune, waiting to be spent.
Let's ditch the bandages for the moment. I don't think I'm going to have a huge use for them. We'll keep the shovels regardless because they can be used in the treasure rooms of this dungeon.
The promise of safety.
Sometimes. Pelagic Bulwark, a Gladiator, an Enchantress, and an Oracle. Those are all items for concern. What we will do though is open things up with Chain Attack. Didn't take on one, did take on the other, and that bleed resist has been reduced substantially, even if his health has not been meaningfully affected. Let's get Chain Bleed going if we can. 5 and 3, and Bleed's taken on everybody. Gladiator will do a Rend for the Old Gods, but we dodge, and I'm glad for those trinkets because they make my life just slightly easier. Stressful Incantation on the Leper, and he's looking a bit peaked, but we're still in Radiant Light, so I have no substantial concerns. We'll try and finish off the Gladiator now, though. Nicely done. Nicely done. And let's drop an Abyssal Artillery on the back. Unfortunately, it's a double dodge, which is regrettable, but acceptable. Yeah, we'll have to make do. Alright. Stress wave goes down once again on the Leper, and he's getting progressively more and more peaked, but I'm not too worried about stress at this stage. It's completely fine. Let's drop a Flashing Dagger one more time. Again, just disregard that. Yep, and that Enchantress is dead in her next turn. Eldritch Pool drops down, but it's dodged by Mr. Jester, which is just fine by me. This guy has his bleed resistance debuffed ever so slightly, and we'll take advantage of that if we can. 2 damage made, and bleed of 4 damage per turn is in effect, which is fine by me. I will drop a Demon's Pool on the Oracle. Nice, that clears a body, and we can focus on him right now, actually. Done. Alright. So just the Bulwark for us to worry about now. Octocestus, 2 damage, and no real worry there, no bleed, no problems, no whacking furries. Let's Throne Dagger, 1 to 3, pick to the face, 1 to 3. Let's keep reducing your bleed resistance. Right, Enchantress is dead and gone. Bleed resistance down by 52%, which is fine by me. Slice off, only 1 damage, but those bleeds are going to be the thing that counts. Yep, 8 damage a turn. Let's get a mark going here as well, just to debuff your dodge for a time. Octocestus, 7 damage, and we will be doing our first meaningful heal here for a while. But in the meantime, it is time to chop and to dig, and again, that Bulwark is already dead. He's already dead, he doesn't know it, so we can just faff the rest of the round away quite handily. Just need to make sure that I'm taking care of Little Miss things. Dramas. Alright, clear Blight Bleed. Yep, don't mind if I do. And that's a buff as well to dodge and speed. Let's drop a Weird Reconstruction. Up by 10, not too shabby, and we are all topped off. Nicely done. You know what, given the fact that you are already dead, you just don't know, we'll just give ourselves one more buff just to wrap things up. Done and Dunsky. Ooh, okay, so I do need crests. That's a full stack of them. That is absolutely worth my while. Don't need to camp as yet. Don't need to worry about really anything. What I will probably do though is drop those portraits. As much as they are good, they are the least of our concerns at just this particular moment. Heirloom chest. Let's take a chance. Contents of mine, and what do we see for ourselves? Another jute tapestry. Can only have one of those per stack though, and you know, I think I'm gonna ditch the medicinal herbs. But you know what? I think I'm overstocked in food, so I'm gonna ditch the food. That's not too brave a call, to be honest. We're almost done with this dungeon, and I think we should be fine. Surprised actually getting this much loot. Alright, so hunger check. That's fine by me. That's fine. Let's keep our torch in Radiant, though, to make sure that our grave robber is as defended as she possibly can be. Empty room, and scouting does come through. Right, good thing I kept those shovels, curio, shovel, obstacle, and some empty rooms. Again, no whacking furries. Let's Right, torch up. How are we doing? Well, we're oversupplied in shovels at the moment, so let's make full use of it. Bundle across the chest. It's going to clear that off nicely.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to leave that gold behind. That's fine.
Another mariner?
That is fine.
Another misfortune.
Let's press on again. Just keep our eye on our torch level. We're an 80, but we're entering an empty room, so we are fine, safe, and otherwise under control. Again, I could use another shovel, and I may as well, just to see what we have. Yep, that stacks up nicely, and that's completely fine by me. Keeping radiant, and we have another curio on the way. Just a backpack. Let's see what it has in store. Might decide to throw something out, but it's empty. No problemo.
In radiance, may we find victory.
No scout this time, but we don't have long left. It's really going to be a choice for us as to whether we go, oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, it was Comin who had all the locked-in traits, so let's take advantage of that. Nice. Anemic is removed, which is fantastic, and it frees up an inventory slot for us, and we are just barely in radiant. We have Surprise, an Oracle, and 2 wide mouths. Let's get things started where they need to be started most of all, which is everywhere at once. Great crit there, great bleeds coming through as well. Let's follow things up with a thrown dagger. Remote chance for a kill. Yes, so it gets just enough damage, which is fine by me. Let's drop a Demon's Pull. Nope, not in the right position for that. Let's vulnerability hacks right there. 2 damage taken. And a dodge debuff, which is again just fine. Chance for an insta-kill here, which is pretty good. Let's give it a try. Nope, just getting greedy there. Just getting greedy, and it hasn't paid off for me at all. But I'm not too concerned. Seaward Slash goes down. It's a dodge because of course it is. Seaward Slash once again. 9 damage this time because he's rocking every single dodge trinket that we possibly can get. And let's consider our options carefully. Slice off will, yeah, it'll get me the kill. That's done. Seaward Slash once again on the Grave Robber, who is just too slippery to even notice, and a pick to the face to wrap things up in a trice. Nicely done. Not going to pick up any blood. We'll just grab the gold for the moment because I'm not expecting there to be much more blood to come, and that stack will be worth more to me if it's just good old-fashioned country treasure, especially with everyone getting upgrades. We've done as much as we have to do. Doesn't mean we can't press ourselves forward and just do a little bit more. We're out of torch though, so we'll probably just... it's a maggot, a crusher, and a stinger. This may have been a horrible idea, to be entirely honest. But let's get things opened up with a chain attack. No, it's not going to be hugely meaningful. Thrown dagger on the stunner might actually be a good call in the grand scheme. Let's do that. 8 damage taken, and that's a buff for me. Let's max out our crits if we can. It's going to be a better call than getting a chance for an early bleed and Abyssal Artillery. Yeah, no stuns for me, and a smidge of damage on the Crusher. Wrong abilities equipped here for what I want to be doing. Let's just start whacking down this Crusher. 12 damage taken. Not too bad. Arterial Pinch on the 1 damage taken, and we have no... Oh, it's a resist. That's so lucky. 3 damage taken on Leper, and he's got a pretty hefty debuff there, but I'm not too worried. I will follow up with the Flashing Daggers. Even though it's low damage, it does reduce his bleed resist, which is going to play into my other objectives. Great crit for 5 there, and the bleed for 4 per turn. That's just fine by me. Alright, let's get that mark deployed. No damage, but it will hopefully debuff his dodge and give me a better chance to crit out. Arterial Pinch once again, and it's a dodge. I'm so grateful for that dodge as well, because we're on the cusp of Radiant Light. We're not there in the middle of it, we're on the edge. In the meantime, Brian goes down the Leper. 2 damage taken, and again, just more and more dodge debuffs building up, which is somewhat concerning. But we'll live. Extra damage now on the marked. 8 damage on a Crusher is not bad damage at all. And let's keep things going. Now, we can try an Abyssal Artillery for 3 to 6, and that's not bad damage. We can try and double down on his vulnerability, or we can try and heal up the Leper, which I don't think is critical. It's Abyssal Artillery, our way to victory. 4 damage taken, he's got 9 HP left. Let's just keep things going. 1 more slice off, and he's a dead man. He's dead, he doesn't even know it. There we go. Done. Oh, and we're just feeling comfortable at this now. Everything's really taken care of. Brian goes down the Jester and doesn't even land the blow. Let's keep going with, I think, a pick to the face. Only 1 damage, but that's not bad given who and what you are. De-stress the leper. We're going to be leaving this dungeon like we are cherubs. And let's drop a mark in place just for giggles. There we go. Alright, it's all on you, Mr. Leper. You're the one that's going to get this damage done. Again, not expecting any hits to land, particularly not the Highwayman, and sorry, the Grave Robber, and we're done.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Right, leave that goal behind very, very briefly. Maybe not the best of all possible calls, because again, camping is kind of redundant, but we will press on regardless. Let's see what we have behind this door. It is a battle. Unfortunately, we do not have torch in place, but we do have surprise on our side. And I'm still feeling comfortable that we'll be able to do a decent job with this. First thing, though, is to focus down on that thrall. Yeah, focus down on that thrall. Great crit for 11. Bleed in place, and we are looking shiny. This could well be the kill. It is another sweet, sweet crit, and that thrall will not be going explodey today. Let's move that Oracle to the front if we can. Nicely done, and we can probably... That's a remote chance. Let's make sure. Done. Done. So, 2 out of 4 already gone. Spearfishing does some minor damage to the Occultist. That move won't cause me too many huge problems, and that Barnacle Barrier will be a bit of a pain, but we can find a way around it, I am certain. In the meantime, what we're going to probably start looking to do is, yeah, chain attacks, and let's reduce their bleed resist. Chain attacks, as we all know, ignore the guard ability. Next up, we can try to put a mark on someone. Might not be a bad call at all. Done, and Dunsky. And spearfishing this time on the Jester. 9 damage taken, which is of concern, but you're just moving us back to our first positions, which is fine by me. I can get a chain attack going, ignore your guard, and get some bleeds going on absolutely everyone. None too shabby. Octocestus drops down, and it's dodged. Nicely done. Let's look to get a chop going as well. Crit for 10, not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all, lads, and now that you are marked, let us get ourselves some extra damage upon your corpus. Nicely done. That's an accuracy buff for us as well. Let's keep those chain bleeds going. Crit for 2 and hit for 5, and this wide mouth is already dead. He just doesn't know it yet. And let's drop a heal on the Jester, just in case this combat ends up going on for an unexpectedly long amount of time. Right, chop goes down, 7 damage made, and 10 HP left with 6. Yup. And yeah, he's dead this next turn. He just doesn't know it. It's fine. 6 damage and a bleed on the Leper, but given this is our last round through, I think we're going to be fine. No one is rocking any stress at all. Slice off goes down, and yeah, this wide mouth is dead. Let's try and get that done, though, with the Grave Robber. Nice.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, may as well. Done. Let's get out of here.
We will find all
Whew.
great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
Not a bad haul for a veteran map. Again, that's going to be 9.5. Let's call it 36,000 in gold, which is... It's getting embarrassing at this stage. 18 crests were picked up, as well as 3 deeds, 5 portraits, and 9 busts, all leading us towards where we need to be. DH Dragon is now level 3, and unfortunately, we have no veteran level healers. We'll have to find a way of surviving. Komen is a level 5 though, hard skin, plus 10% prot, not too shabby. Ponchodon has Fangophobia, which is going to be a real problem for me given my playstyle. And Harriet is a comfortable level 4 just by a nose regardless. Now, we took a bit of a pummeling, not in this last adventure, but the one before that in the courtyard.
Back across the Styx. Boatmen be damned.
Okay. Oh! Back from the Styx, boatmen be damned. Oh, it gives me 1 of 3 to get back, and... Oh... It's gonna have to be the Vestal. It's gonna have to be the level 3 Vestal. Spasm the Entrails, that's fine. She's got a whole bunch of good quirks. And Tinel is the one I will be bringing back. I'm sad it isn't Sarah. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, I can't. Well, it's 'cause I'm full. Alright, let's dismiss this lower level Vestal.
This one has become vestigial. Useless.
Pick up Tanel. And Sullen's come back from the grave. Fortunately, wasn't Sarah, but fewer people in the graveyard, more chances to revive them, and yeah, hopefully we can get somebody else back if that event happens to drop through one more time. But with that all said and that all done, let's do a quick look through what happened in the week. Desurs has meditated and recovered some stress. Brimu is no longer a tippler. Nico is no longer clumsy, which I'm grateful for, but Brimo is thirsty. Desurs is thirsting. Pippery is controlled his urges, Danger is thirsting, and Castellon has drunk a vial of blood and has, for the moment at least, slaked his unspeakable horror. This has been a fairly short mission, so what I might just do is actually run through a few upgrades and housekeeping, if I may. Again, I'm not sure how I want to play this Grave Robber, and I've just got so much money that I may as well just keep my options open. We'll also pick up her armor and weapon upgrade. In the meantime, I have some other guys that have popped. Tanel, what's wrong with you? Let's get you your abilities. Yeah, there you go. That is better. That is better. That is better. Oh, and Coman as well could use the help. Again, Sacrificial Stab, Abyssal Artillery, Weird Reconstruction, Mark, and Pull are the combo that I like for you. I think that was everyone that we had along with us. Herat was already upgraded, and that's just fine. Let's hop into the Armorsmith and just make sure we've been diligent and thorough about this. I believe we have. Aha. Okay, let's DH Dragon for the run. Coman can take the upgrades, and Tanel. Oh, there we go. Bit more armored and a bit more armed. No complaints there at all. I'm just glad to have a veteran level healer, to be honest. That actually worked out pretty well, even though I've spent an absolute ton of money. We should have our options. Now, do we have enough people that aren't low leveled? No, we don't. This might have to be a... Ooh, Nico. Okay, Nico. Let's deal with your stress. Done. Alright. Murdoch can keep working it down organically. Nobody else. Ooh, Brimu. Okay, Brimu, let's take care of you. Done. Alright, so everyone should be pretty de-stressed. Next question is who we put in the sanitarium. Before we can decide that, we need to make sure that we're making the right decisions about our next adventure. So we have a boss available. It's a level 5 Siren's Conch trophy. Oh, a lot of quests. Oh! Something I forgot to do. I was going to do at the beginning of this episode and I completely forgot. Cartographer's Camp. Oh, I've been putting this off. See, I've been saving the crests for it. I just have enough. There we go. Construct this building. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. There it is. Torchlight is more beneficial. I'm looking forward to getting the benefit of that. Gold is now down to only 50, but again, I'm not too worried here. Those extra crests could be handy because there are plenty more items that... Plenty more districts that need unlocking. Not sure if I want to be doing the boss bash quite yet, though. I've got a veteran party that I want to be upgrading. And I may as well drag them through a couple places. Next battle could be a short veteran for... it's pretty weak. That's our only veteran, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Except for one in the courtyard, which is relatively high risk in the grand scheme of things. Look, it might be we do a short run next time around. In fact, we will, and they will be veterans, which means we can invest in making our legendaries less shit. So we're going to leave those guys alone. Donger has Paranormania, which I loathe, so we will cure that. Done. Garai has Night Blindness. Has Lygophobia, which is much worse. Plus 20% stress. No, if it's below, that's okay. This mass is, yeah, it's fine. Pippery, Resolution, Demonomania, Dark Temptation, Witness. Dark Temptation is annoying, we might come back to you. No, you're fine, Sirs, okay. Obsessed with Cleanliness. I'm not sure that's the right one, and that is everything I have there. So let's actually go back to Grai. No. Pippery. Dark Temptation. That can cause interrupts that I don't like. Not too worried about the stress ones, but again, I've got the gold to spend, and I may as well spend it just before I do anything else as well. I'll just make sure that all these characters have at least the best upgrades unlocked. Yeah, that's completely satisfactory. Who else? Ooh, we're missing one here. Plan Takedown. Yeah, it's not that useful. Let's just do Wound Care on you. And who else do we have? Harriet. Yeah, you're fine. Prashant. De-stress. Alright, that's completely fine. And for anyone that's asked, this is what I do when I faff back of house. Just run around, trying to figure out my upgrades, figure out my next steps, make considered choices about who to lock out for a turn in the Sanitarium. Yeah, and generally try and play the game. In any case, I've made my decisions about the next round. This has been fun. Might have a trinket I need to sell off somewhere, but this is all really, really minor faffing. Yeah, stole a buckle. Let's get rid of that. That's completely fine. And yeah, that's round. So, thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Ardoom. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? You'll get a new video from me at least once a day. You can enjoy them, you can watch them, you can talk about them in the comments, and you can like this video as well if you like. If you're a subscriber, you've heard me say these things 1,000 times before, so all I'll say is thank you again for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys all next time.